Hi. I'm still me, Sloan. Uh, so I did a video about um, one of my dreams, and I thought, you know, it's funny. My kids always tell me how when they tell their friends or people around them how they grew up here with me um, as their mother, people just don't believe them. And it's okay because people don't believe me when I say that my children are strange in the ways that they are strange. For one of my children, I had to throw a Snow White and the Sex Pistols party because she was punk and Disney princess. She wanted both, and so we had to find a way to combine her loves. Um, my redhead, he due to bad jokes, made a very very poor taste. Me saying that he was a byproduct of a weekend I spent with Elmo and insert any famous ginger here. Uh, and so I didn't know who his real father was. Uh, Bad jokes, I know, still, whatever. He's walking through Times Square one day and he sees a street Elmo and runs up to him. He's like, "Dad, you left me and Mom to be this?" And the poor Elmo didn't know what to do with himself because my kids are evil. And yeah, so that happened. And I assure you, it did in fact happen. But they come from a mother who got, hugged by Times Square Spider-Man and Times Square. Who was the other? There were like three of them around me, and the one that was a plushie, I turned and said it in his ear, like, "This coat is made from real Muppet fur. I skinned it myself. Back off, buddy." And he just kind of like, I'm a horrible person, and I have instilled that in my children, and I think that it's wonderful. Okay, one of the things, I'm getting to the point now, one of the things that I banned from my home, aside from the Disney Channel and that other children's network with SpongeBob and all that shit, I banned John Travolta. Nothing John Travolta was allowed in my home. Not Grease. Nothing. Now, I know it seems irrational, but nothing about me fully makes sense, so hear me out, okay? When my oldest two were born, and they were born 18 months apart, uh, I had a nightmare. I was in my nightmare. And my nightmares are normally very boring at first. So in my nightmare, what happened was, I apparently get home from work, and I'm not home yet. I apparently have to meet my husband and my psychotic sister in a bar. And so I do. I get to the bar. Now the bar, there's a dance stage here, and there are tables all around said stage. And then there's the bar here, and this is where I walked in, right? So I walk in, grab a drink from the bartender, and they're over here on this side playing cards. And I turned around and I yelled at them, like, "Hey, don't bet anything because I'm not paying up for that douchebag," right? And I slammed down a shot. Bartender offers me another one. I'm like, "Yes, please." Husband kicks over the table. Cards all over the floor. And the psychotic sister is cackling like a fucking maniac. I get one more shot. Slam that bitch down. And I start walking diagonally across the dance floor because, well, let's face it, a straight line. Rather than going all the way around the dance floor, I went straight, diagonally across. And as I did so, it was like the floor in Saturday Night Fever or whatever it was. And it lit up. And I'm going, oh, by the gods, no, don't let this happen. And yes, they did. John Travolta was there in that white fucking suit with all the curly hair all over him, and he grabbed my hand and he like pulled me in and then spun me out and pulled me in. That's all he kept doing, mind you. And every time he spun me out, I'm reaching for the husband and the psychotic sister, screaming and begging for them to help me. And they are laughing their fucking asses off. Now, I know that this is a dream. It's something that happened inside of my head. It's not reality. It's not true. It's not real. I know. But the first thing I did was wake myself up. And then I punched my husband, and the psychotic sister was sleeping on this little futon thing on the side of our bed. And she kind of rolled over and was like, huh, what? And I jumped on top of her from my bed, and I stuffed her inside of the futon, and I'm jumping on top of it, and I'm punching and kicking, and I'm yelling at them both about what they did to me in my dream. I understand that that is all sorts of wrong. I understand that I am crazy. I get that. But they pissed me the fuck off. And never again was John Travolta to be seen in my house. Never again. I'm just saying. It makes sense. I was traumatized. I really was. And ever since that day, every time I see him, I'm like being pulled back into the fucking Brillo pad of a chest he has there. And I'm crying and screaming. And it's just, I can't. And it was a recurring dream. It wasn't a thing that happened only the once. No, no, no. It was a recurring dream for like 8 fucking years. Yeah. That's, oh my God. You don't even understand. I was so fucking traumatized. There's just no words. I wanted to... How I didn't kill them that night, I don't know. Restraint, I guess. Yeah. So like I said, boring dream until the very end, where fucking John Travolta shows up and spins me into fucking oblivion while my husband and his psychotic sister are laughing at me. Yeah, that's right. My life sucks, and my kids had to pay for it. That's why no John Travolta in my house.